So the corridor itself runs from Stainsby, where the Stainsby Festival is, up to Plesley, so Plesley Mill, Plesley Pit, and it's all the villages in between that run along the A617. The overarching aims of the corridor are to look at pride of place and individual well-being through culture and creativity.
I'm Tony Trafford and I'm chair of Stainsby Festival. Stainsby Festival is essentially a sort of folk and acoustic music festival. It's been running since 1969. That's 1 year before Glastonbury. I always like to get that in. I think the thing about the festival is it's an entirely community-run festival. Nobody's paid, it's entirely volunteer-run. It's not for profit. Any money that we make goes back into the festival and for the support of the community and to get people involved in making music and appreciating music, really. I think the interesting thing, particularly about the cultural corridor, is that it's amazing what talent there is out there.
Hello, my name's Chris and I'm one of the volunteer guides for the mill, taking people around and introducing them to the story of the mill and how it works. Well, I've always been interested in industrial archaeology. I like to know how, back in history, how ordinary people lived and how they worked. And really the only way you can get at that is seeing places like this. Yeah, there's been a mill at Stainsby since sometime before 1206, serving first Stainsby itself and then later the Hardwick estate.
My name's Layla Koo. I'm an artist based in North Yorkshire and I specialise in making artworks for heritage sites or with communities that help to interpret an idea or a collection or a site in some way. The inspiration for this work was the noble women embroideries that we have at Hardwick. So Bess originally had 5 of these embroideries made. They're all made on this monumental scale, so they're all 3 metres tall, 3.5 metres wide, and they were designed to be shown together, so they're designed to make a statement. So there's 4 remaining in the collection, but one of them hasn't survived over time, so this is rather than a recreation, a reimagining of what that 5th embroidery might have looked like. And in creating that, we're looking at finding ways to allow visitors and staff and volunteers to be a part of reimagining that as well, to participate with the making of the piece.
I'm Phyllis Brown. I'm a volunteer here. I have been a volunteer here for 30 years. Currently, I'm helping Layla with this project. I signed up to the project and then suddenly realised that probably I could get rid of a load of threads and things that I got at home, and then I took some threads and made some more lace, and I did this bit.
My name's John Stubbs. I'm a volunteer at Hardwick. We're now operating more a cultural social history project, and this is what we're showing today. And this is the 3rd year we've done this. We've now got masons who are working to exploit and emphasise the cultural aspect, and the sculpture walk is going to be that.
The cart from the wheel is going to be full of broken ice but made out of stone, yeah? So the back of it underneath is going to be a wheel, same as that, or the half the wheel. At the front is going to produce a spindle where the wheel's broken off. So hopefully people will be able to see the connection between the broken wheel and that.
Dowley has changed beyond imagination. It really has. I mean, geographically, you've still got certain things here. So you've got a brook that we're stood at the side of, and it's in a valley. But pretty much everything else has changed. Well, Dowley has always had a strong community feel to it, as long as I can remember. My name's Willie Lane, and I've lived in Dowley for 74 years.
So I'm Rich Fern, I'm the Community Development and Business Manager for the centre. I've been here 5 years now, so since 2019. There is so much going on. It's loads of nature, there's lots of things to do, things to see. I mean, I'm very proud of the centre. We're a real beacon for community work.
I'm Gwenda and I'm based at the Doley Centre. I have a workroom in the annex at the back of the building and I lead the Doley Craft and Chat group. The group has been meeting since 2015. It started off with just about 4 members and gradually increased. We now have over 20 members.
My name's Heather. I've come to Craft and Chat group today, which I enjoy coming. I also come on a Wednesdays to do crocheting group, and it's something I enjoy doing, making things, because it keeps my anxiety and depression at bay. We like to gather natural materials from Willow Walk, just down the road, a freebie, completely free. We just gather the branches off the silver birch trees and they're very flexible, and then we make these sort of wreaths and decorate them for whatever season it is. The group is really important for friendships and offloading health issues. It sort of helps them to forget. I have made lots of new friends coming to the centre in Glatwell and in Doley. The centre's just amazing, and they work with people. If anybody's got any worries or concerns, they all listen. They're also good with children who's got special needs, because my son's got autism and ADHD. He's blind at left eye, partially sighted in the right eye, and they have made him feel very welcome into the centre. The staff is absolutely amazing.
My name is Lucy Maycock and I'm a community and freelance artist based in Derbyshire, and I work with a whole range of people. Predominantly teenagers is my passion. I love working with young people and teenagers, and I really like doing kind of issue-based social action art, which is what we're doing currently in Doley.
We were supposed to do stuff that you want to stop or that you really like. I did mine about dyslexia because I am dyslexic.
My face paint is about the world and nature.
What I enjoy most coming here is talking to different people and doing art.
I've worked in youth arts for about 15 years, and I've seen the dwindle of services over the years. And there aren't many services out there, especially that are specific to the arts, that are left. And I think that a lot of young people that access these types of groups, these types of buildings such as Doley, it's massively important. This building and what we do here gives people the opportunity that they wouldn't normally have. The community aspect is really close to my heart, and it's something that we're using kind of arts as the tool and arts as the language to engage communities and try and have an impact within our local and our wider world.
My name's Liz Gandara. I live in Doley and we've lived here for about 10 years. So I'm part of the Doley Voices. We're just a local singing group, and it's great to sort of come along. We sing together, we come up with song ideas, and it's a lovely part of the community. We do things for the community and in the community as well. So it's a really nice thing to be part of.
I'm Claire, I live in Hasland. I'm from Bolsover, but my parents are living in Doley, and I just love it. And then there's Dust It Off session afterwards, which you bring a guitar or whatever you play, and just play together and jam together, and that's really good. And it's practically in the countryside, so you can all look out for each other. My dad did Willow Walk. When he moved here, it was a mess. There was rubbish all dumped in the river. He cleared it out. He got a group of children together, a group of adults, just maintained it and kept it nice and put new things in, a community garden, fruit trees for people to pick the fruit on.
I've now got a workshop here and I love the local area.
So what I love about Doley is the people. I always feel really welcomed when I come here. I love doing the session.
Willow Walk's just amazing. I like going on Willow Walk. But yeah, the community's amazing. You meet lots and lots of new friends, lots of friends.
Doley is one of those places where new builds estates are sometimes really soulless, and actually Doley is special because it's trying to build this community, trying to have a heart to it, and that's not something you find just everywhere.
I am Rob Rumsby and I'm proud to say I'm the head teacher at Bramley Vale Primary School. We are in the thick of it, whether it's arts or sports or just out there exploring our local community or more widely exploring the UK. We are in the action wherever it might be happening. So whatever's going on, you'll find Bramley Vale children at the heart of this community and wider. We serve Bramley Vale, up the hill, Glapwell, down the hill to Doley and wider families. We're a big part of this area.
I like Hardwick Court because of its history and its walk. I love Plesley because it's got lots of nice walks and a nice park that's nearby.
Because of the building work, they can't do what they normally do, which is add to our whole school mural. So we'll have them leave their legacy by way of the quilt and create some artwork to go on this centrepiece for this project. We have a huge area to enjoy as a school. I've never worked at a school with such amazing grounds. So at the far end, we're touching into farm fields, and we've got the footpath that leads towards Old Hucknall. And then beyond that, we've got our school woods, which is an extension of the surrounding area. So this school really is a true forest school in that it is in the heart of a woodland expanse. So for me, my favourite part of this area is very much the school and its surrounds, which are a wonderful glistening emerald of beauty.
Hi, my name's Ellie. I'm a professional singer and singing teacher and choir leader. And I've come to Glapwell to lead a singing workshop. The singing workshop is free. It's for anybody who wants to come. It's on a Sunday evening. It's a very relaxed atmosphere, no experience necessary, and it's for everybody. And the aim of the game is just to have fun, make some music, and meet new people.
The sea and the name of the ship was the Billy of Tea. The winds blew up, the bow dipped down.
My name is Mrs. Jean Bennett and I live in Glapwell. I was told by a friend that this singing group was taking place here today, so I'm hoping it will continue because the singing group brings with it a lot of fun and a lot of pleasure, really.
Well, the captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow.
I'm Tricia Clough and I've lived in Glapwell since 2014. I love coming to Glapwell Craft Group. I can come here feeling really miserable, but there's so much love and laughter and fun in it that it just brightens my day, and those 2 hours go so quickly. They're a great group of women to be with. So I've crocheted a dragonfly, which hopefully will go on the quilt at Plesley. I crocheted a dragonfly because it's the symbol for mesothelioma. So every time I see a dragonfly, it reminds me of my husband and I know that he's close by. The quilt at Plesley is going to cover right across the cultural corridor. So from Doley right up to Plesley, we've got so much wildlife and culture, and everybody's doing their own little bit to make this special, and it'll be able to travel around the area so people can see it, not just at Plesley, but in the other centres as well. The thing that I love about Glapwell is looking out from my window and being able to see 180 degrees of beautiful nature.
My name's Tyler and I'm a poet and a coalfields historian, and I'm also the poet in residence here at Plesley Pit. So I do a lot of creative writing workshops called Coalfields Conversations, which encourages the community to come in and share their memories of coal mining, I also did a residency at Bramley Vale Primary School as well, where we were encouraging the children to write about nature, which was a really rewarding experience. My main motivation is heritage preservation. I love engaging with the community, giving them a platform for their voices to be heard and to preserve heritage through the written word. So it's about kind of creating a tapestry of all these different stories.
My name's Nev Buckle. I am the secretary of the Plesley Pit Trust. I've been a volunteer now for over 15 years. I just came up for a look and I've stopped and seem to have got more jobs since I've been here. Amazingly, the pit, I mean, I think everybody knows the history. The pit opened in 1873 when it was closed, before the major strikes, and the Coal Board took all the buildings away by what you see today. I mean, it was started by a man named Bob Metcalf and Pete Chambers and Walt Edson, and they've been here since the beginning, and it's to them we thank for getting this site go up moving. I mean, remember when they'd moved here, there was no access road, there was no roof, no electricity, no toilet facilities, no water, nothing. I have to take my hat off to those people who came in the beginning. Over the years, there's been many volunteers with different skills. Yeah, it's a good crowd of people here, yeah.
Where I was brought up, it was very much cotton mills and weaving sheds, so they're like deep in my DNA at this point. And when I found out I could have a working space in an old cotton mill, I grabbed it. I've loved every second since. I mean, it's just beautiful and peaceful, and I can look out of my windows and see birds hunting and owls hooting. It's idyllic. I love it. I'm Marie Crabtree. I run the Lofty Cotton Co. It's a sewing studio here at the mill. I focus on quilting projects, but I also can help people out with any of the sewing projects. If they want to come, I'll give them a hand and make sure that they can get everything done that they want to. So there was a quilting project at Plesley Pit that was sort of being made and had fallen by the wayside, and when Deb at Plesley Pit heard that I was in the area doing quilting, she put two and two together and came to me with the pieces and sort of went, "Can we complete this, please?" Because it's a fabulous project. And then we got some other people on board from Dowley and various crafting groups, and now we're working toward, well, we're steaming towards getting this quilt finished, and it will be focused on the cultural corridor and everything it has to offer, from wildlife to history to the people in it.
My name's Kate and I am the Cultural Corridor Development Worker. The Cultural Corridor runs from Stainsby, where the festival is, up to Plesley, where there's the Plesley Mill and Plesley Pit, and it's all the villages along the A617. So the A617 is the corridor, and then we're working off kind of either side of that. It is actually kind of an amalgamation of 3 parish councils that got together before I started to come up with a project to support creativity and culture in the area. So that is Glapwell Parish Council, Plesley Parish Council and Alt Hucknall Parish Council. And this really is a community-led project. So the idea to have a corridor came from the community, and all the ideas of all the activities that take place within the corridor. My role is to enhance the culture and creativity that already exists within the corridor. There's absolutely loads. I've had the best time ever so far finding all of the creativity and culture that's already happening within quite a small area, but it's really rich in exciting activity, but also to put on additional projects within the corridor to introduce people to creativity and culture, to support their well-being. I think that the Cultural Corridor is an absolutely amazing project and an amazing idea. There really is a pride of place here already, and I think people are very proud to live here. It's got an amazing history in this area and huge amount of culture, and part of the aims of the Cultural Corridor is to leave that legacy, to find ways that we can leave behind something. It's a 3-mile stretch, it's quite a small area, and I would say that I love all of it.